Welcome back, everyone, to Pathologic. You're here with me on the feed, otherwise known as DraxxKraven. When we are going to try to duck into Peter's studio before this rat bites us. Fuck off, rat. You'll go away. No. Too close. It's been a while since we were here. Is the package an actual item in my inventory? No, it's not.
Fortune appears so blind to none as to those to whom she has done no good. That was an aphorism.
I'm not talking to you, Changeling, and I'll advise my brother against it, too. I just need you to tell me a few things about the polyhedron, Andre. You can see for yourself that it's the acme of all human achievement. The tower is no chimera, no oddity, no trick, whatever heartless Daniel might think. It was made for people. It's needed by people. It has no meaning without people. Why the shouting? Why are you so passionate about it? Because he wants to leave it in a void, an icy solitude, like a unique butterfly pressed in formalin. Like a crystal flower with all the other flowers cut down. Pinned to the step like a piece of cardboard. No, I don't want that to happen. Who needs a victory like that? Don't despair, Andre. You're making a mistake by not trusting me. Peter.
There are fine things, old boy, which are more brilliant when unfinished than when finished too much.
The Bachelor will tell you everything. I can't talk right now. What is it, this polyhedron of yours? Why would I talk about it? What do you know about miracles? You say that you can perform them yourself, then that you are yourself a power capable of making miracles an everyday occurrence. Well, others aren't like that. Rarely do we get a chance to make the impossible happen. I've been inside. What is it? Who are you harboring there? Much as I'd like to tell you that it's inhabited by my fantasies, in my dreams it would be untrue. Children live there, petty, pathetic, malicious, craving to imitate the grown-ups. But the place, it improves them, it makes them better, and that's why I don't object. Perhaps one day it will harbor someone else's dream. What's so bad about children's dreams? Take a look outside. That's what's bad about them. Every child is capable of crossing over to the other side of reality, but few are able to bring back something beautiful, good, and magical. No, the tower is not for children. It's for lovers and dreamers and poets. I believe you, Peter. Daniel.
Block will hesitate no longer. He'll act while he's still in control.
How did you get here? I can walk through bullets and flames.
Yes.
I've got some bad news from the Inquisitor. You've been stripped of your mandate. I think she's trying to get rid of you. So you're the harbinger of my doom, or will you give me some advice on how to escape my well-deserved punishment? So it is well-deserved. The Inquisitor won't forgive me for my treason. The only surprising thing is that she found out so soon. I've only just made the decision, and she knows already. That woman is indeed a devil, but in any case, I won't change my mind, even if it costs me my life. What's your decision? I want to preserve the polyhedron, and I will preserve it, whatever it takes. And Aglaya wants it destroyed? Yes, and this sly schemer played me so well, but for a lucky coincidence, I myself would have now desired it above all else in the world. Her infernal design would have become my own discovery. Aglaya believes the polyhedron to be the cause of the outbreak. And you're certain that's not so? What does it matter? It may have been the reason the epidemic began, but it's not the reason it's still there. Destroying the tower won't stop it. One must not imagine a clash of supreme powers behind this. This is mechanics, not mysticism. That's what I've been trying to convince Peter of. What does Peter say? He believes, as you probably know, that the epidemic is a punishment for the hubris he and his brother committed by building the masterpiece. However, he would also rather lose his life than his tower. It's too marvelous an achievement. Let all else burn. The tower must remain. Why? Because for the first time in human history, a structure has been built which, owing as much to engineering calculations as to favorable concourse of circumstance, possess a miraculous capacity for influencing the human consciousness. It can, if you like, store the dreams of children. A dream can't be made real. The fulfillment of a wish will always be a bitter parody of dream. Such is the law. I think that's talking about games. That's the thing. This tower makes the impossible possible. I didn't believe it either until I saw it for myself, but the fact remains the children are unanimous in insisting that the tower reproduces that very spirit which turns childhood into the happiest time of human life. I've been inside that tower. It's empty. It's indeed a miracle. Yes, the elusive dream worlds, the magical lands of fantasy, the first loves, the childhood games with their heroic deeds, their sieges and charges and escapes and transfigurations, it condenses them into a nodule of energy inside itself, which, being the creation of a child's fantasy, assumes an independent existence. I can't believe this is you talking. Where's your usual skepticism? Yes, this is a dream one can come back to. A fantasy unfolding in front of your eyes. A miracle that can be touched and held. There, inside it, things are fleeting gifts in ordinary life can be captured. A tower like that should not be destroyed. I'm asking you for a postponement. I know how to preserve the polyhedron. Everything else here will have to be destroyed, but the polyhedron can be saved. Tell Aglaia you haven't found me, and I'll find arguments to convince the commander. He'll let the polyhedron be with a clear conscience. The epidemic won't return if the tower stands. You can prove this to him? Give me more time. Tomorrow I'll give you a package containing arguments for the commander. All right. Have it your way. I'll tell Aglaia I haven't found you. It's for you. Die, bachelor. Such is your fate. Wait, then help me get rid of an enemy who's about to present Aglaia with a fateful argument, which will leave the commander with no choice but to raise the polyhedron. And that is Brock. The Haruspecs. He's due to finish some gruesome business today. If he succeeds, he and Aglaia will deceive Brock. That's to say, Aglaia will do all the actual deceiving. Brock is a blind tool of hers, just like I was until recently. What makes him dangerous? They'll preserve the toxic town for the sake of saving Aglaia and raise the polyhedron in order to have a culprit's head to present the powers that be. They'll say the cause has been eliminated. I need you to find him and stop him. Alright, you've convinced me. The bachelor was willing to help. He values these kinds of alliances dearly. He has asked me to bring him Brock's head. Well, I have no intention of killing Brock, but I would like to see him. Is there any indication of where Brock is? Apparently not. There are only a few places he could be. He's either in the termitary, his workshop, or the abattoir. I doubt his workshop. Perhaps the termitary? I'm leaning more towards the abattoir. Because this is the day where he has to face Oyun in final combat. So, no, I don't intend to help Denkovsky, but I do need to lie to him. Because if he knows I'm not going to help him, he might get someone else to do his dirty work. And I don't want that. I've discovered, after all, a way for the tower and town to live in peace. In a manner of speaking. All that need happen is a few sinners die. And they are so willing to give their lives for the cause. Who are we to stop them? Given the options, you know, the needs, yada yada yada, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. If there was an option where nobody had to die, I'd choose that. But that's not an option. Something has to be destroyed. Jesus Christ. He might be in the short block or the long block. I wouldn't put either past him. It's very interesting speaking to Oyun. from the perspective of someone who isn't his political rival. He is. No, I suppose he wasn't. No, he wasn't candid with Barack. He lied right to his face. Because I remember in my playthrough, I was like, did you cut the bull right? And he's like, absolutely. I couldn't have made a mistake. But that was a lie. Maybe I have to get the Haruspex' letter before I can track him down. I assume I'll have to track down the Bachelor and the Haruspex today. Considering... Damn it. I was like... Huh, now that I think about it, the only butcher we can talk to is the unintelligible one we kill in Aspidy's basement as the Bachelor on day 1. Poor worms. But I should check the little workshop here. Nothing. I don't think Taya would know where Barack is. Unfortunately. Well, let's see if we can even enter the abattoir. If we can't, well, that's our answer. He can't be in the abattoir if we can't go in. If he's not in the abattoir, then we can go check his lair. If he's not in the lair, we can take a nap in his bed. If I run out of food, I can, oh, right, yes, I picked up that hunk of meat. Okay. The abattoir is not open to us. Huh. Well, that checks that mark. What time is it? 3 in the afternoon. It's a little late. Yeah. I don't think there will be a search for them today. Which means I do need to find him. Time is running out. If we fail this, Zabrov will become ill, and everything I've worked for will come to nothing. I'm still amazed that it's entirely possible for you to ruin any chances you have at success by day 5. If you condemn all of your own bound, then it's all over, you know? Like, you'll never get enough panacea to cure them all. And if you do, you won't be able to see the children at the bottom of the tower at the end of the game, and you won't be able to speak to the ones behind it all. Huh, I never realized how big those flamethrower guys are. Nice. Free bandage. Free hand razors. It only took a little killing. You know what? Before I go to his lair, I wonder if Aspity can tell me where he is. I'm in the neighborhood. Worst case scenario, she's just like, oh, I was waiting for the other you, or something. How much mayhem is my little evil twin?
Soldiers rose up against one another. They say it's because of the bull.
You win, don't you? Yes, I cannot lose. That's an interesting little exchange. Not terribly interesting, but interesting enough. You win, don't you? It's impossible for me to lose. And if he's not in his lair, I could try to talk to the Ogimskis. I don't know, man. Do you remember when Grace was someone we spoke with? No more, no more. Hey! I guessed right. Our respects.
Slow and steady wins the race.
What do you want? Forgot something? Someone wants you dead, Artemi. Tell me, what do you intend to do? Are you the harbinger of my death? Well, that won't make me change my plans. I'm going to go to the abattoir. Fumano Yun is awaiting me for my final trial. I don't expect to survive it anyway, but you have promised to help, haven't you? Me? One of us is an idiot, right? I promised to help? You've just been here and said you know what trickery the foreman has prepared. You've promised you'll be waiting where the foreman will have told me to go and help me defeat him. What did Foreman Oyun tell you yesterday? I want to ask the foreman about the mysteries concealed in the ritual of bovine sacrifice. I feel I have no other way to access these mysteries than by taking the foreman's place. Oyun will not give up his power without a fight. We're going to fight to the death. Do you think Foreman Oyun is one of the bound? Doubtlessly. He's a bad man, isn't he? I suspect he's a double-crossing murderer and a usurper, and that's why I can wish death upon him with a clear conscience. Don't rush into a fight. I'll go to the abattoir and settle your dispute. You changed your plans quickly. A short while ago, you were much more bloodthirsty. Well, I'll waste no time. My destiny awaits me at the abattoir. I'm going to face it with an open heart. Wait until the day ends. We'll see each other at the abattoir. Brock says I should bring him the head of the foreman. Aglaya, you should kill the Bachelor. The Bachelor, you should kill Barak. Barak, you should kill Oyun. Oyun, yeah, I'm down. Go ahead. Fucking kill me. Kill me, bro. I have no doubt in my mind that if I ask for Oyun's life, he'll give it up. That's just the kind of man he is. Strangely enough, giving his power away to Barak feels like a greater wound to him than would be giving his life to fix what he has broken. Even though they fundamentally accomplish the same goal. But how could I be so foolish? When he gives his life to fix it, he's the one who fixes it. If he gets killed by Barak, there's no glory to be had there. There's no redemption in that. There's no way for him to save face and keep his power at the same time. But if he gives up his life in exchange for fueling my miracle, then he will have accomplished both. He gets to die a hero and he gets to fix the problem. Interesting.